Alright, Shalom. First, I start by saying all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well. Salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. The title of this video is John Todd, Tape 1, Occult Questions and Answers. Now, John Todd was a supposedly former Illuminist turned Christian. You know, the Illuminati be having guys expose information too, so, you know, he could still be working for them. But that's not what I'm trying to go into right now. He's just going to give some insight on how they work in the music industry. So I'm going to play that and then bring some more information in, man. Because we all know that the music industry is demonic. The Illuminati's been exposed. Guys that's in the Illuminati have been exposed. You know, in order to be in the Illuminati, you have to be a homosexual. You know, to get the riches of this world, you have to be a homosexual, man. And, you know, that's what them guys did, you know, to become a part of that way of life and to, you know, get the money and the riches of society, because Esau is running the society, man. But he's going to give a little bit more insight on what's going on with these rappers. Rappers, R&B artists, etc. Slakia.
So we hear a lot of things rolled out on things, but I want to give you facts. So that when you come up to somebody, especially just young people fooling with rock music, you'll have some facts. Now I want to say one thing before we get started. Young people have been running all over saying hi, they're friendly to me. They're going to want to lynch me when this is over. But young people, you just have to understand that I came out of a world that I saw something you don't see when you turn on the radio. Parents, if you're letting to compromise with your young people, them having rock music in your home, which you as Christian parents own and are responsible to the Lord for, then you're wrong. And I recommend you go home right now and throw it in the trash can immediately. And this is the reason why. You see group stuff on the television and you hear them on the radio and in concert and stuff, and you know, you don't see the behind the scenes. Now here's one fact. Zodiac Productions, the leading Texas publication. It's changed its name now, but it's Zodiac Productions when I was with it. I was supposedly the owner of it. The Pope owned it. And it was the leading source of concerts in Texas. The office was in San Antonio. Because I was supposedly the owner, I met most of the groups in existence then. There are a few that have come out since then, but it's still the same type of thing. Almost all of them believe openly in the occult in one way or the other. Most are into Satanism. Now, how many Christians and young people remember from Billy Jack's 110 Soldier, the song? Few of you? Okay. The group you heard on the radio called Original Cast. They always said it was done by the original cast. The name of the group that was the original cast is Coven. It was led by Tom Laughlin's daughter. Tom Laughlin played Billy Jack, his wife, his son, David, who produced it, and both his daughters are into Satanism. In fact, they produced the only 8-track out on a complete Satanist step-by-step ceremony done by Coven. And that's the group who did 110 Soldier. And I've seen all of the movies except the new one that's coming out. And every one of the Billy Jack movies are anti-Christian, pro-occult. The trial of Billy Jack dealt with demons and had more ceremonies of witchcraft than Satanism innocent and had anything about a trial of Billy Jack. And it was constant step-by-step ceremonies. It was reincarnation. Familiar spirits entered his body in the first Billy Jack and spoke to him, if you remember. Over and over, it came through. Now, that's one group. Rolling Stone. Mick Jagger has told openly, over and over on television, I don't know where our Christian young people were when it was going on, that when he was in jail before the Stones was ever formed, he sold his soul to the devil. That's impossible, but he did it anyway. He sold his soul to the devil to become the...
See, that's not impossible for you to sell your soul to the devil. Once you sign them contracts and start taking a part of them ritual sacrifices and doing part of them rituals and everything, Salakia, that's you selling your soul to the devil, man. You know, and he said he was a part of the Illuminati, etc. Now there's still levels and branches, and them, you know, not exposing the entire truth, but I'm pretty sure he would have known that. So
leading rock group in the nation, plus get out of prison. He is the leading rock group in the nation, in the world. He has wrote songs praising the devil. And I know the devil gave it to him because the devil always thinks on himself. And in one song that Jagger wrote, he said, "It's not that I fool you who I am." Everybody knows who the devil is. It's the nature of my game that's confusing you. And this is the way it is with Satan. See, we've got a little set of rules that Satan's supposed to obey, but he don't obey them. It's like the Illuminati. They own countries. They don't pick sides in a war. They cause a war and put both countries against each other, even though both countries belong to them. They don't have sides. They have a purpose. Satan has every religion except that which is under the blood of Jesus. That's
Right. Now, the elite's agenda ultimately is to bring in a new world order. That's why they got everything going the way it's going. But we know that the blood of Jesus and all that extra stuff, that's all witchcraft too. That's the worship of an idol. So you can just disregard that for you new brothers or young brothers that's coming into faith, or or even just watching the videos, man.
where the confusion of the game is. We try to rationalize things good or bad, and we can't do that. We rationalize things Jesus or the devil. That's where you draw the line. But Jagger over and over, and that goes with rock music too. Don't try to rationalize it's good or bad. It's bad. Now, I want to give you an incident that will kind of sum it up. I did meet most of them. Most of them were in the occult, but most of them were on drugs. Now, I want to say something real quick here. How many remember a group called Bloodstone, or Blood Rock, I think it was? DOA, the song DOA. They did the song while they were on acid. They got the words. I talked to the guy, he said a demon, well, he didn't call it a demon, he called it the spirit of this girl that he knew that had died in a car accident. It was a demon impersonating the girl. Appeared to him and gave him during this acid trip the notes, the words, and everything. They filed it with a copyright lawyer. The day after the copyright lawyer filed it, another group came in that was well known at that time and filed the same song, note for note, word for word. And when I was in the occult, I thought it was interesting enough to check it up because I wrote for an occult newspaper and I put the story in the paper. They got it the same way, on an acid trip, the same night, from a demon imitating a spirit of somebody they had known that had died.
Right, that's how they be getting these lyrics. Demons be giving them these lyrics, man.
Most rock musicians get their music while on drugs or from spirit guides, which are demons. That's what your young people are buying and paying for. Now, I'll give you some.
The on drugs thing is just when you on drugs, you open up yourself to the spirit world and the demons. That's why people be seeing stuff, etc. So just give them easier access to you. That's what happens.
Supernatural, you can file away if you don't want to receive it, or take it home and get in the Word and see if it's possible. When witches write a book, they cast a spell over the book so it'll sell. And they order a demon to go into every copy that comes off the press. So when you own a book on witchcraft, you have a demon residing in your home, free of charge. The musicians who do the music that are in witchcraft do the same thing to the record album. The same thing. So when you see that friendly little album spinning on your thing, ask yourself, was the musician a witch? Did he cast a spell over the album that the devil would have a pact in my home because I own the record? There's more to it than records and books. And this morning, you remember I gave the text, and I meant to get into this then because it said the text. Your warfare is not physical, it's spiritual. And every Christian should memorize Ephesians 6:12 and stand on it. Look beyond what you see with these, and look and know.
And let me grab that precept really fast. This is Ephesians chapter 6. I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shai, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles, the tricks of the devil." That's one of the tricks of Satan, that these guys are not just talented, man. They getting that the spirit that they coming in and these rap lyrics from spirit guides or demons, etc., man. Because they down with the Illuminati, man. They be having to do sacrifices and everything to keep their positions or to get higher in the knowledge, man. But you being ignorant of these things, put them spirits that they're pushing out there, them spirits that got people killing each other, sacrificing each other, or just being envious or extremely wicked from listening to this music, and you meditating on it, it eventually gets you destroyed, man. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Right, man. And against spiritual wickedness in high places. Right, the Illuminati got all of this, the Rothschilds, the elites that run this country got all of this going on, man. They use they know Israel love music. So they're using music as a weapon against Israel, man. It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day. Because we got evil days coming. We got worse days that's coming than what's going on now. And if you ain't got the spirit of the Lord on you, got the spirit of these rap artists, or whatever music you may listen to, which is a spirit contrary to the Lord, which is eventually going to get you destroyed, man, because you're going to either lash out, you're going your spirit ain't going to be able to be strong enough to stand in that day. All type of spirits and stuff being pushed out. Now they got these homosexual rappers, what's his name, the cowboy, I forgot his name. He rapping and pushing out his music, dancing naked in his music. He just all it's doing is pushing the vibration out, man. Right along with the women doing the same thing, and it's putting spirits on people. Now your woman always got an attitude or always talking shit or whatever the case may be, man. That derived from this witchcraft, this music that's out there, man. That's just one of the things that Esau is doing. It says, verse 13 again, it says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh Shai, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and have it done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith. When you listen to this rap music that's going on, man, they don't have any morals. There's no faith in their words. They have no patience. They're out to get whatever they can get, steal whatever they can steal, kill whatever they can kill, man. And it has nothing to do with trusting in the Lord, man. So that spirit is weak, especially in the times that we're coming to, man. It says, verse 15, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench. To quench means to put out all the fiery darts of the wicked. You gotta have faith. You gotta have the truth in order to keep these demons off you and convincing you to do wickedness, man. Verse 17, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High, praying always with all prayer and supplications in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplications for all the saints. Right, so you got to constantly do that because you constantly fighting against his wickedness. Brothers like music and everything, but if it wasn't for the Lord, we'll be still putting them spirits of that music on us, and then sometimes the spirits still jump on us, and we be having to fight it by going back to the word, the truth, and correcting ourselves, man. Lining back up with it, man. This is Second Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And that's one of the devices of Satan, to put everybody against each other, to have people worshiping Satan, killing each other. Those are actually sacrifices. They got rappers that make these lyrics and they see people following them and executing the stuff that they say in their songs. They rejoice in that because those are sacrifices, man. A lot of people that get killed be sacrifices, you know. So they just making the world wickeder and wickeder. They working for the devil, man. You know, and they get brownie points, for lack of a better word, for that. So
that the devil got thousands and thousands of years of experience, and unless we think with the mind of Christ, he's going to walk all over us. And that's why you stay under the blood. A young man came up and asked me today, can a witchcraft expel on a Christian? He can cast it on any Christian that's not living the life. If you want to fence straddle, you're a wide open target for any witch in the world. If you want to stay under the blood, and you want to walk the line and be within the Word and within the Spirit of God, and wear the full armor of God, then you're going to be fine. Well, I think all of us know what it means when we come to church and sit in the service and then go out and live like the devil all week long and think we're immune to anything of the devil. If you're going to live in his territory, he's going to live in yours, and that includes the rock music. That's a little long in that question, but I cannot miss the rock music. The main reason that young people go into witchcraft today is through the music. As I've told people, rock music didn't come out with Elvis Presley. It's thousands of years old. If you take it away, witches can't do witchcraft. They can't function without the music. It's a third of their power. You think about it. Many modern churches know who their source of power is anyway. Yeah, you would. You would. All right, the question was this morning, that I mentioned the chart that I had this morning, I had seen, and when I saw the chart, it was on.
all right, I don't want to make this lesson long, just something short. You know, with that being said, call Allah, Yahweh Shema Shai, double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.